Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this week's Nerd Data News. As you can see, there's Fredrick right here.
Hello.
I'm Jay. Do you see what I got for yesterday?
Yeah.
I got the screwdriver yesterday.
Nice.
I've had the screwdriver in my jacket.
You can have one for each season.
Yeah, but I also feel like a rogue Time Lord, because now I could just be like, instead of like one gun, I have two guns.
You have a utility belt full of.
Yeah, so I could just be like, instead
It'd be
of
cool if you call it the season right before you use it. Season 3.
yeah.
Nice.
But see, this one has like 3 different sounds, and then this one, just one sound. So, but one's bigger than the other. So, all right.
Size doesn't always matter.
No, but this one also writes invisible messages,
Nice.
so it's pretty cool. All right, so let me just put it back in my holster here. All right, so it is Tuesday. We're
Seriously?
unprofessional video casting. No, it is Tuesday. We are here at the wonderful Empire Comic Books Vault. It's normal comic book day, getting ready for Wednesday. New comic book day is tomorrow, as always. We got Batman going on. Batman Begins, which, by the way, Fredrick has told me that Batman Begins is the least favorite of everyone.
That's what I've heard. I personally like the third one the least, but
yeah, the third one at least is
easily. I don't even think it's a hard decision to make.
No, not at all. Not at all. Because Bane is very easy to joke about. So,
Yeah.
by the way, they switch. They go from Katie Holmes to Maggie Gyllenhaal to no one.
What I thought would be cool is when he's looking at his picture of Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious if right next to it there's a picture of
Katie Holmes. Yeah,
that'd be
and then they'd be like,
Rachel Dawes.
Yeah, it's like who's the other girl?
It's Rachel Dawes.
But who's this girl?
It's Rachel Dawes.
I'm confused.
They're both Rachel Dawes.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna. There's about maybe 3 or 4 topics we're gonna discuss, and we're gonna try to keep it short because last time I had to cut it down a lot. So all right. So 3 topics or 4 we're gonna talk about. Number 1, it's gonna be a little bit cosplay stuff. Number 2, we're gonna talk about Arrow mid-season finale. Number 3, we're going to talk about what did you see Walking Dead?
No.
We can't talk about number 3
I'm
then.
quite a few episodes behind on that.
Okay. We're going to go off of 2, and then we'll see where it goes from there.
Yeah.
Does that sound good?
Yeah. It's
okay. All right. So. All right.
You want me to start this now? Or
yeah. You go ahead and start.
Into that?
Yeah. You go ahead. And
okay.
Start drawing. We'll show you what he's going to draw later on the show, but it's just
you can see there is nothing.
No, it's blank. All right, so this is not really cosplay news. This is just cosplay discussion kind of stuff. But earlier this morning, I was bidding for my vacation at work, right? And a lot of people, and the guy that was asking me what I want, he's like, "Do you have a plan on what you want to bid for?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm trying to. I had all the weeks that I wanted, and not this side." I had Seattle Comic Con, New York Comic Con, San Diego Comic Con, Comic Cons, right? That's how I was planning my vacations. And a lot of the people I work with, or work in the same area, is, a lot of old people from the 50s and stuff like that. A lot of my dad's friends, because my dad works there too. But they don't really understand what we do.
Oh, yeah.
We as a new generation.
Okay.
And you
young people.
Yeah, you draw comic books, I write comic books, nerdy stuff.
Yeah.
They don't understand that. All they understand is football and sports. And manly stuff.
Comic books was like child's play back then.
Right. But at the same time, it's 2013. You should be a little more understanding. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But as he heard that, one of the guys was, being like, "Yeah, I totally want to be in spandex and run around in a ferry." But I let it go. But in my mind, this guy is kind of overweight.
Kind of a what?
He's overweight.
Okay.
Let's just put it that way. He's about 50 in his mid-50s, and I was thinking, listen, no one wants to see you with spandex, first of all. Okay? Because you're overweight, you're angry, and no one wants to see that.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, I'm all for, like, our age or younger trying to pull off Superman. You know?
To be fair, spandex is kind of being pushed aside for like body armor.
Exactly.
Or muscle molded.
First of all, no, this guy doesn't know.
It's an outdated reference.
This guy doesn't know that no one at any of these conventions wears spandex, really.
Yeah.
Spandex
or
is
even
like,
in the cinematic superhero worlds.
right. Spandex is kind of like a starter point to cosplay.
Yeah.
You start with spandex, and then you move on, and you learn how to make amazing more things.
You layer it.
Right. So this is how old this guy is. But so I just wanted that. See,
It's bothering you.
it wasn't bothering me, but at the same time, he was trying to get my goat.
Yeah.
I know he was because he knows that I do that stuff. And so it's
kind of a patronizing.
Kind of. He thought he was going to get me to be like, well, if you kind of, no, I'm smarter than that. More understanding than that. So.
Nice.
At the same time, a lot of people don't understand that us dressing up is not because. Oh, which by the way, fairies, they don't wear spandex.
Fairies don't wear spandex.
No. I just wanted to let him know that, but but so, all right. Now that I got it off my chest, sorry for the tangent. Do you listen to Indoor Kids on the Nerdist Network?
No.
It's a video game podcast.
Okay.
They had Troy Baker on last night.
Really?
Yes.
Nice.
That dude is amazing.
Really?
Yes.
I could have got an autograph. I waited in the Nolan North line
right.
instead.
Troy Baker and Nolan North are like the coolest voiceover actors in the entire world. But he won an award at the VGX or VGA or whatever the video game awards that Spike throws.
Mm-hmm.
Last of Us, and did you know that he was doing The Last of Us and BioShock Infinite at the same time?
No. I know he took over as a Joker on Arkham Origins.
Right, but he didn't want to do Joker at first.
Really?
Yes, because he's a big 90s Batman fan. And he's a big he was like, he loved Mark Hamill as the Joker.
Yeah.
And when they offered it to him, he turned it down at first.
Really?
Yeah.
So it was almost like he didn't want to ruin what was
exactly, because there's some things that you could, put all your in, and if someone doesn't like it, then, oh well. But this is not one of those games.
Yeah. You have to follow.
You have to
stick with what's already been said.
So, I think that this dude's amazing. I think Nolan North and him are amazing. I think a lot of voice actors are amazing.
I think the reason I chose Nolan North's line over his is because Nolan North is Deadpool and Raphael and Nathan Drake.
Right.
And it's like, okay, I'm going to be in this.
Yeah,
line.
but did you know that Nolan North was in The Last of Us?
Yeah, he was that crazy guy that tries to rape you or something like that.
Right. So to get those guys in is amazing.
Have a good week. You know what I liked about Nolan North is that he was in front of the table and talking, and his line was moving so slow. And then when you finally see him, it's like, no, it's moving slow because he's actually having a conversation with every single fan that steps up to him. So it's like, man, that guy's, that's pretty awesome.
That guy's pretty, he is like, listen, if you were to get Nolan North, Troy Baker, and Mark Hamill, and Batman voice,
Kevin Conroy.
Kevin Conroy. Are you kidding me? Nolan
North was a penguin.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, if you got them all into like one voiceover,
one little panel or something,
like voiceover video or panel, or just like they did at Emerald City one year, where they had a whole bunch of people reading the first Star Wars.
I saw that. It was like Pinky in the Brain or something like that.
Yeah,
I saw it.
That would be
awesome.
Amazing. But he's also Troy Baker's also going to be Batman in the Lego movie.
Really?
Yeah, he's the voice of Batman in the game. He's the voice of Batman in the game, and he's the voice of Batman in the movie that's coming out.
He's like the Samuel L. Jackson of voiceover.
But he's
everything.
He is. He's got a good year so far. All right. Now, if you haven't seen the Arrow mid-season finale, don't listen to this or don't watch this because we're going to talk about some stuff.
But come back and watch
afterwards because holy crap. That's all I gotta say.
That pretty much.
That's all I got to say. This ending. This is not even like the season finale of like the show for a while. This is like the mid-season finale.
Yeah, we'll be back in a month or so.
Yeah, this is how DC Comics should do their movies.
Yeah.
I mean, why? Well, it's not that hard to find out that Slade Wilson is still alive. And he's got the eye patch. He's got the eye patch.
Yeah.
And he's got the gray hair. And
hopefully he'll don the mask.
Oh no, I guarantee you he's gonna don that mask. He's gonna don that mask. I guarantee you he's going to. And then do you see the origin start with the Flash?
Yeah.
As he goes back to his lab and
has an accident.
The particle accelerator kind of just explodes.
It's almost like it comes to him.
Right.
Like it wasn't even, he was in the wrong place at the wrong, it came to him almost.
Like there was small little snippets of just like, oh, there's a leak. And it made sense too. It's not like they just threw in how he became the Flash like that fast. There was hints and signs of how he was going to become the Flash in that one scene.
Well, and they even had him late for everything, which was awesome.
Yes,
I know.
That was the greatest inside joke that could have been. And he missed his train like what, twice?
Twice.
He missed 2 trains.
2 trains.
He even said the phrase, "I'm not good on my feet."
Right.
Said, "We're not going to be dancing because I'm not good on my feet." It's like wink, wink. But
and then you go into his lab, and there's like, it's first of all it's like kind of wood, right?
Yeah.
And there's this big skylight, and so it's pouring down rain, and you can see water dripping down.
Yeah.
Right? And then you can see all of the chemicals on one side. And for some reason, I don't know why, but when there's a lightning storm and a particle accelerator, if I can speak, explodes, why do you go to a puddle of water and grab a metal chain?
I will do it.
I know why the story did it.
No,
I don't know why
I
the
get
guy
that.
did it.
I get that, but that's just a little bit of realism.
Maybe he was trying to close. That was my initial thought.
No, he was trying to close it, but at the same time, it's like, how do we make this a realistic kind of thing?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, the last time we talked about realistic things and superheroes, one person on Facebook didn't like that very much.
Which was what?
I
can't about me and you. Or
no, when we were the last video, and
really?
we were talking about like Rhino, and how we're making it realistic. One person doesn't like realistic things in comic books, movies.
Yeah. I think when you cross over to movies, though, there's an entire section of audience that you have to, like, I'm not saying completely rewrite everything and make it accessible to them, but to some degree, it's got to make sense how we jump from a real world to, okay, there are guys who can run at the speed of light, and there are guys who could, like, get us there somehow. Because, you know, Arrow started very good. My wife got into it. Now that all this crap's happening, she's cool with it. She's fine with it.
Right.
She's okay, that's cool.
So, okay. But now, also, there is this whole thing of like, is the Flash, is he going to, like, in his show, is Felicity going to still make appearances?
That would be great.
Or is it just going to is it going to have him...
a new love interest or something like
it's
that?
Mrs. West. Or, what's her name? Iris. Is Iris going to be in it? That's my question.
Are you asking me?
No, I'm just...
hypothetical.
It's a rhetorical
question.
Like, is because they try to start a relationship between Felicity and Barry.
I honestly think the only reason that Felicity and Barry had a thing is so that Oliver could be standoffish with Barry.
That too.
Because if he was standoffish with Barry and there was no relationship with Felicity, there'd be nobody fighting in his defense.
Right.
So.
But at the same time, in the New 52 books, the beginning of Flash, he doesn't meet Iris until way later in the issues, and he's starting to date Patty. And Patty looks a lot like Felicity.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking New 52 is Felicity supposed to be the new Patty. It's supposed to be the Patty for the show, because Felicity is that.
She embodies her pretty well.
Yes, but at the same, not on purpose, but by kind of on purpose maybe.
Yeah.
What they're doing, but Patty is a forensic computer scientist. So
they even have a similar.
Felicity is a computer scientist. Yeah. So I mean, are they gonna, that kind of dynamic?
Interesting. I wonder if they're gonna get as crossover crazy as like a Buffy and Angel, or if it's just like we're just setting this up for you so that you can go off and enjoy it on a different level.
Right. I don't know. I would think that would be pretty awesome.
That would be awesome.
Here's what else I would think would be pretty awesome. Okay.
A release date announcement
for the Flash, yes.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that's like normal awesome. What I'm talking about is like ridiculously like holy shit, we're at Walking Dead ratings. Awesome.
All right.
And that's big ratings. Am I right?
Yeah.
That would be big ratings for a standard. It's a network. Is it a network? No.
It's primetime.
Primetime.
Yeah.
Okay. Primetime stuff. If they
meet the Henry Cavill Superman.
Would that be cooler? Would that be cooler to have Henry Cavill show up?
Yeah. Instead
of Tom Welling?
Yeah. I think so.
But then wouldn't you be hinting at something at the same time?
Yeah. That's why I can't even say it without a smile on my face.
Okay, so it would be better to hint at Justice League movie than, Smallville meeting Arrow meeting Flash.
Could you imagine watching Arrow and in the opening, like when they're, establishing whatever the episode's going to be about, you see the screen name pop up featuring guest star Ben Affleck?
That would be cool. And Henry Cavill, that would be amazing.
Yeah. To just see that name pop up, and it's like, holy crap, I already know what they're going to do. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I know what they're going to do.
But then it'd have to be like something that is, that my idea could work, because if that person was in Metropolis and then somehow made it to Gotham, then was in Starling City, and then... Okay, now, since we tend to talk about both sides of the spectrum of comic books here, now, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., that last episode.
Okay. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.,
right.
As the show goes on,
right.
I get more and more interested in what's happening.
Right.
Yeah, what's going on? There's a black nerd button.
Right.
You always get the angry button. The
right.
Black nerd angry button.
Right.
And that show is pushing the hell out of my black nerd angry button. I don't know, like...
What's...
Okay, let's start with a guy that we thought was going to be Luke Cage
right.
before the show came out.
Right.
I love this dude. I was, no secret, I was a fan of Angel.
Right.
And I loved this guy on that show. And even when he came on that show, my little black nerd alert was like, okay, he's from the streets. He wears a do-rag. Okay, his name is Gunn. And then as the show went on, they start treating him a little bit more respectfully. Like,
right.
okay, this guy's useful. So I was there. And so I'm a fan of this guy. He shows up in the first episode of Joss Whedon's Avengers spinoff. I'm so excited. He's not Luke Cage.
Nope. I thought that too, by the way.
Became a bad guy or something. He lost control of it.
The stuff was affecting his mind.
That's cool. It makes sense.
Right.
But then they bring him back after how many episodes? Let's not even mention 5. The reruns that occurred in season 1.
5.
All right. So they bring him back.
Put him in a shield uniform.
Yes. They make it exciting. Oh my gosh, he's going to be the superhero on this team of regular guys.
Right.
And Coulson, whatever's wrong with him. And then they kill him. He gets his son back, and then they kill him.
They don't kill Coulson.
Not Coulson. I'm talking about the guy.
He's not dead.
You don't think so?
No, he's not dead.
I think he's dead.
He's not dead.
Well, I hope he's not dead.
He's not dead.
I think he's dead.
No. He's not dead. I think the explosion sent him off the bridge.
It was just a diversion to get him out of there.
Right. He went off the bridge, and he's going to make the those people that kidnap Coulson think he's dead. So then he can,
he can do his stuff undetected.
Almost.
Right. Okay.
And whoop some ass, and then take Coulson.
You've tamed the black bird.
Well, I knew, first of all, he doesn't have the caterpillar on him anymore.
He doesn't? I thought he did. I thought they couldn't take it off without killing him.
Well, I heard that he still had it. I heard that one of the scientists' names.
It's physically there because they said if you can take it off, they said they couldn't take it off without killing me. But he doesn't have the same side effects. He doesn't have to worry about the extremists exploding.
Fitz was saying that he still had his abilities without that. So if he still has his abilities without that, I'm pretty sure that blast didn't kill him.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it was a diversion to where the blast, he got caught in the blast, but he went over to the side of the bridge and was like, listen, I'm going to, covertly kind of thing.
I think as a skeptical fan, I just was like, okay, he's dead. He's not. They're not going to bring him. He got his son. He betrayed them right before the end of the episode, and now he's going to make up for it by dying. Like,
nah, I don't think that's making up for it. One more topic. How did the toy drive go on Saturday?
The toy drive went really good. There's I think I was there for about 2, maybe 3 hours.
Okay.
And we had people actively online bidding on things. There's some leftovers on that table.
The leftover art, if anyone is watching this and comes down to Empire leftover
Comics
art.
On Fulton Avenue?
Yes, Fulton Avenue. Yes. Fulton Avenue, no, I don't know the address. Just type in Empire Comic Books Vault
the one on Fulton.
Into Google, and it'll give you the address.
Yes, sir.
So,
but yes, it went really well. It was a good turnout, and good, what do you call it? Fundraising?
Yeah. Good raising of the money.
People brought in toys. People donated money. I think one lady spent like a couple $100 on stuff. So, yeah.
I know I went to Toys R Us the Wednesday, and I heard that the new Super Mega Force toys came out, and I was going to go get one. But then I remembered Christmas is now about getting gifts for yourself. So I put the sword in the morpher back. And I picked up 2 Ninja Turtle toys, and I came back here and I dropped them off.
Oh, that was nice. What time did you come back?
No, it was Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
This was all Wednesday, so I did that all Wednesday. So
nice.
Yeah, so I think mine are at the bottom of the barrel, which is a good
barrel. Oh, there's the barrel.
Yeah, it's a barrel right there. Nice. It's full, by the way. It's like full to the brim.
But probably still accepting donations.
Always accepting donations. By the way, if any of you watch this, I accept donations as well.
Yeah.
As in the form of Power Ranger toys, comic books,
classic Nintendo games.
Yeah, Batman stuff. Money's good too. Yeah, that kind of stuff. Ladies' phone numbers? No, not ladies' phone numbers. All right. So, do you have anything do you want to promote?
Just scatteredcomics.com.
Okay.
Check us out. There's a bunch of stuff there. We got new things coming out. We've got old things being kicked up and kicked around. And Hybrid Earth 2, issue 2 is coming out pretty soon.
Issue 2.
If you don't have issue 1, you should get it.
You should.
Yeah.
Because it's amazing.
It's pretty badass, man.
And, it's about a Earth that is hybrided.
Yeah.
Into a Prius.
Yeah. It's Prius. There's hubcaps on one page. And
right. It's nothing but Prius. It's pieces of a Prius in each panel.
Different people driving it.
Yeah. Some Priuses crashing from that faulty brake.
So did you want to kind of introduce what I'm drawing here? Or
all right,
what the idea was?
Before we started filming, we were talking. We were in heavy conversation of this Arrow mid-season finale, but we did not want to bore you with a 4-hour conversation about this, because I don't think anyone wants to, listen to about 4-hour conversation. So, but we were all excited to see the Flash become the Flash, and now we were wondering what was his outfit look like.
What's the Flash gonna look like?
Yeah, what is the Flash? Yeah, because we know that CW likes taking the main characters' outfits and altering them to, again, we like talking about realistic kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But, like, you know, like Superman had in season 8 or 9, Tom Welling mounted the red jacket, the red leather jacket with the Superman-ish symbol on the chest. You couldn't really see it, but at the same time, you knew it was Superman because he was wearing a blue shirt under the jacket and he had his hair combed. Then Arrow is, you know, looks more of a new age Robin Hood.
It's like a jacket. There's no costume.
Yeah, it's like just it's leather. Yeah, it's just all leather and a bow and a hood.
Oh, my wife likes the leather pants.
He's got a mask now, though.
Yeah, he's got a mask.
How cool is that, man?
He's got a mask now. So, but
I like that Barry Allen is the one that suggested that.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
I liked his retort to it. Okay, fine. Find me a fabric that's flexible enough to conform to my face and not obscure my peripheral vision while I'm running.
Exactly.
Cool.
I know.
That's all you need. That's cool.
Yeah.
I got it.
Like wow, that's a really good point there, Arrow. I had not considered that.
Yeah.
I was criticizing you
for the mask. Yeah. And so, you know, I was far from the Robin Hood hat and the goatee and, you know, the mask, which, again, now he has a mask.
Yeah.
So I told Fredrick here, how about you come up with a Flash concept for if CW were to show us the Flash costume before the show came out, what would it look like? That is what Fredrick is drawing.
And I'm almost done.
He is almost done.
And
so,
I think what I was considering was, one, the personality of the actor.
Right.
He seemed like a very quirky kind of a... If he was a superhero,
right.
he wouldn't have Batman's suit completely...
No.
You know what I mean? It would be improvised a lot.
Right.
And I think there would be traces of, like, actual clothing. Okay. I don't think he'd have a skin-tight suit that's made especially for that. So I kind of went with this...
All right, so walk us through this now. Like,
okay. So I assumed with the head, it has to resemble. You can't do Captain America without something on his head.
Right.
I think the same thing would go with Flash. You have some kind of cowl thing. It's a weird reverse.
Are we going with the things on the sides or no?
I don't know. I don't know if they would go for that, so I didn't do it.
Okay. I see a jacket on him.
The jacket was it was an attempt to keep it, this guy's cool, and I don't like heroes, but this guy looks cool because he has a cool red jacket. And I think the logo on the chest is the one thing that the fanboys would be like, oh yeah, that is the Flash. He's got a lightning bolt.
So were we mixing red and yellow still, or or red and gold? Sorry, it's not yellow. It's gold.
Red and gold. Probably
so we would mix red and gold in this.
Yeah.
But make it kind of like dingy or just like out there.
I think it would be like whatever he wears, he would have gone out and bought it specifically for that.
Okay.
But it would also be something that's like, I don't know, I guess you could wear it as a fan if you wanted that jacket and you wanted to wear it out to wherever.
Well, what I'm trying to say is, would we go Dark Knight kind of attitude, or would we go Arrow attitude?
I think it would be more playful than both of those.
Okay. So
just taking that character and that actor's personality into consideration.
So we'd go more 90s Lois and Clark kind of...
Maybe not that far. But
well, the colors.
With the colors? Yeah, probably.
Not the acting, because the acting was horrible.
It wouldn't be dark like that. It wouldn't be dark like the other examples you would do. It'd probably be brighter.
Right.
Because he's a kid who obviously he himself likes superheroes.
Right.
He likes the idea of it. So he's gonna wear it out. He's gonna wear it as a superhero. But
it looks good in the sun, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So as you can see here, this guy did as you could see and follow as we were filming and you were watching, he drew this. He drew this. This is not something that he was pretending to draw as we were talking. This man literally drew this in the matter of hours that we are talking. So
38 minutes.
Well, it's 38 minutes, but in YouTube worlds, 38 minutes is a long time.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a video out there that's 38 minutes. Which, by the way, I'm going to have to cut down because uploading this takes I've tried this long of a video before. You know how long it took to upload? It said in the bottom, 10 hours.
Wow.
But it fluctuated back down to like 7.
Yeah.
It's still 7 hours.
That was the initial assessment.
Yeah, it was like 7 hours. I'm like, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
And I will let this load up.
See you in the morning.
Yeah, kind of thing. But, so, do we want to do anything with this? Or is this...
I have no sentimental attachment to that.
So
I don't know.
Here's what we can do. Here's what we can do. Okay? Now, if you're watching this, and you're an artist, or you like to draw, I want to see your rendition of how the Flash would look for a TV series. All right? So all of our CCG. All our CCG artists. This is a challenge for you, and anyone else watching this is a challenge for you. Right here. See this guy? Let's see if you can do better than this guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Or let's just see what you think is going to be.
Right. What your idea of the Flash is, and you can do color. You can do color. You can do not color.
Oh, I should have colored it. I had colors right here, man.
I know, but so this is a challenge for everyone. By the way, Back to the Future.
Ooh, on Blu-ray.
I know.
Nice.
I have that already.
Really?
Yeah. This is old.
Nice.
It's an old preview. All right. So again, now to send this to Facebook. Facebook.darkyouth.com. That's my Facebook page. Send it to that, and the next video, if we get enough submissions, we will go over them, and we'll see which one we like the best.
We'll critique them and give our insider info and
So, all right, guys. This has been. It's not really a daily news anymore. I don't know what to call this.
Did you used to do it daily?
I said daily. I used to do it daily, and that was a lot of work.
Yeah.
Because I was doing in between jobs. Like I do my morning job, come home at like 10:30 in the morning, take a nap, then do my show, then go to work, and work from like 8 to 1 in the morning, and do it all over again. So, I don't know what to call this anymore. I was calling it Coffee and Comics, but I never drank coffee. But I did talk about comic books.
And next time we'll make sure we bring coffee, and then you can call it coffee.
Well, I'm drinking coffee now, but that's just because I woke up early and had to do shit. You had to do shit. So, yeah. All right. I'll figure that out later. All right, guys. We will see you all next week. Have a great evening, day, and night. Also, we want to thank, wait for it, that gentleman right there for letting us use his comic book store as our home base for right now. So, all right. I will see you all later.